Good afternoon, fellow students, parents, teachers, faculty, and everyone else in attendance. Many noteworthy speeches start with a wise quote, perhaps one from Robert Frost about the road not taken, or maybe one about the different chapters of life and the ever-fleeting present. My quotes of choice, rather, will be scattered throughout, coming from a pretty unorthodox source, none other than Mr. Blackburn. Yes, before you ask, every quote used is completely real. For example, "I don't know how to work laptops, they are the work of the devil," was uttered by Mr. Blackburn at the start of the Zoom apocalypse. How wise he once was. Less serious quotes aside, for now, I want to preface my speech with a more relevant one that will serve as an overarching theme throughout, from Luke chapter 12, verse 48. "For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Or as humans say, to whom much is given, much is expected." Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to my parents for allowing me the opportunity to go to ISPS and truly providing unwavering love and support throughout everything I've done. I would also be remiss not to shout out the friends, more formally known as the boys, I've made during my time here, many of which I hope to remain close to far beyond this graduation. When it comes to teachers in this school, I can genuinely say there are some gems. The teachers are passionate to impart their knowledge onto their students and care much for their success, and it shows. With teachers like Mr. Joseph, who will log on to Zoom at 8 p.m. on a Sunday to teach an hour-long calculus class that is procrastinating students the day before their exam, it's hard not to succeed. The teachers at ISPS really care about the students and would willingly sacrifice their lunch times to explain a concept for the 5th time with enthusiasm and passion as if it was the first. To put it in the wise words of Mr. Blackburn once more, "You're like children to me. I'm like a big mother hen. I get worried." As for the education itself, while this last year or so has provided less than ideal circumstances to say the least, we were all fortunate enough to continue learning online and get to this point. I distinctly remember in-person school closing on the Friday, and not a single day of school was missed. We were online Zoom the same Monday after the weekend. Not a single day of school was missed. At the time, though I wasn't happy, things like that speak volumes about the kind of school ISPS is. Given all the amazing people I've met and experiences I've had at the school, it's obvious that moving on to the next chapter in life is bittersweet. Sweet is the countless opportunities that arise. The fact that my life can be taken anywhere and in any direction I choose. It's the ability to meet new people and have complete freedom and independence, with which I intend only to study, attend classes, and learn, I swear. Bitter is leaving behind the opportunity to see some of my best friends on a daily basis. Bitter is not being taught in another class by any of the best and most memorable teachers I've ever known. Most of all, bitter is leaving behind the ability to hide Ovaltine crackers in the roof of my history teacher's classroom without his knowledge. Shout out to Mr. Broughton, if you know, you know. As our class moves forward in life, closer to adulthood, I urge each and every one of my classmates to have drive and ambition. We've been fortunate enough to attend ISPS with a community of supportive teachers and staff. A lot of us have met friends that we'll have for life, and we've truly been dealt a good hand to get to where we are now. I'd say we are those to whom much has been given. It's obvious that there are some pretty big problems to help solve in the world. Political issues, race and economic inequality, and climate change are a few that come to mind. And as Mr. Blackburn said, soon you'll see all the penguins fighting to get in the freezer aisle at Macy's as the Arctic region melts. I'm not saying any of us are going to single-handedly solve climate change or be the downfall of the evil, capitalist-driven economic inequality, but I am saying that we've been put in a position where success is highly attainable if we decide to put in the effort, and I'm urging us all to do so. I once again want to state my gratitude for the friends I've made and the effort the teachers and staff have consistently put in. To close, I want to end on a note of reflection, with a question posed by Mr. Blackburn I've been struggling to answer since he first asked it. When is it that a dot becomes a rectangle? Thank you.